Welcome to this week's edition of Sun News at Noon. I'm Katie Walker.
And I'm special guest Annie Nierbrook. Thanks for tuning in.
The annual Mr. Trailblazer competition concluded last night, crowning Carson Warner, a criminal justice major from Las Vegas, as the winner. Check out some highlights from the event and an interview with the new Mr. Trailblazer himself.
Students. And then anything else is Mr. Trailblazer.
My trade would be lying and deceiving people. That's true. That's true. It's $1 million, and I would deceive everyone. Blind sides are crazy.
I've heard a lot. I've been a part of Gov for a little bit, so I've heard a lot about how Mr. Trailblazer is a super fun event. When I heard about it and it came up, I was like, okay, I'll do it. I was really worried and I was really stressed out, but then when we did our opening number, and then just being on that stage with a bunch of those guys, it's just been super awesome. So like, that was the hardest part, but after that obstacle, was pretty easy. I'm super excited to serve. I mean, Tyler's a great inspiration of how Mr. Trailblazer should look like. The biggest thing is just like serving. I represent this as like almost a badge or a sash of honor. So just being there for the community, being like a spokesperson for Utah Tech.
Carson Warner!
Utah Tech University Student Association is pursuing their largest service project of the year. This is an opportunity for Utah Tech students that are in need of service hours. These students will go throughout the community and do yard work, paint, wash windows, and more. Members of the St. George community can submit requests for these services through February 22nd. UTSA students will split into groups to meet the needs of accepted requests on March 1st.
The Black Student Union has been hosting events to highlight Black History Month, a celebration of unity. BSU has been partnering with clubs across campus like the LGBTQ+ Student Association and Birds Aren't Real to bring events like a poetry slam, a cookout, and a disco. The final event of the month is an Excellence Gala on February 25th. Students are invited to nominate individuals for awards at the gala in several categories like athletic achievements, academic, civic engagement, and more. Scan the QR code to nominate someone before February 14th.
Utah Tech offers multiple internship opportunities across programs. We had the opportunity to talk to former Sun News sports anchor Ben Dawson, an intern for the state of Utah, working with the Senate in the state Capitol building. Here's what he had to say about his experience.
I heard about the internship back last September. You have to have your application submitted in August. Utah Tech helps coordinate on the front end. And then once you're like accepted and everything, they on the back end like pair you with your senator. The internship was like just marketed through the Institute of Politics. So they put out some stuff and I know a couple people in the Institute of Politics. And so whenever I heard about it, I talked to them about the internship. And then I found out all the materials I needed to apply to the internship and just applied in October of last year. The internship has honestly been a lot. It's a great experience, but it's really fast paced. The legislative session is only 7 weeks long. So everyone at the Capitol is trying to fit a lot of work into just a short amount of time. And so the stress of that is kind of, everyone is always in a hurry. Everyone's trying to get 10 things done. The senators, the representatives, the lobbyists, they only ask for like 5 minutes of your time because usually that's all you have. Every intern has to like build that relationship with the representative, but it kind of takes like the first week or week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks to know how they want things done, what they want and expect at various times, and just how their schedule works. The advice I'd have for future interns is not to worry. Before going into it, it was a little daunting. I really didn't want to let my senator down. I wanted to be able to immediately accomplish all the tasks, but your senator, representative, they're a person. They're going to understand that you're still learning how things work.
Actor Kevin Costner's Territory Film Studio is slated to be built near the St. George Regional Airport. Tourism officials estimate that the production company has pumped $90 million into Washington County and the surrounding areas. The $100 million movie studio is still moving forward despite minimal success on the film Horizon, the studio's last production. Construction is expected to resume this spring, and the first phase of the project will wrap up in the fall. The final phase is an additional building on the 500-acre site that will house a Costner-themed restaurant. Costner has worked with Greater Zion Tourism Office and the Utah Tech Film Department in the past, and the relationship is expected to continue.
On Friday, St. George City released an apology to the Southern Utah Drag Stars, who were denied permits to perform at the JC Snow Park in 2023. This denial brought forth a federal lawsuit, and after 2 years, the city of St. George settled with an admission of guilt and a written apology. They released a public statement admitting the permit violated the drag performers' First Amendment rights and publicly apologized. The performance group said that this is a win for the LGBTQ+ community. It was so good to see Ben and what he's doing at the Capitol building.
Ben is a rock star and by all accounts is doing an amazing job with just everything that he's doing.
Yes, he is.
Coming up after the break, sports anchor Katie Phipps will bring you all of the latest Trailblazer highlights.
Utah Tech University lately. Chances are you haven't seen it at all. With hands-on polytechnic learning across 300 academic programs, 30 new and renovated state-of-the-art facilities, the most affordable university tuition in the state, and 300 days of sunshine. Why look anywhere else? Discover why Utah Tech was recently named one of Education Magazine's 10 prominent universities and colleges to watch. Join us and experience the active learning, active life difference at Utah Tech.
In the southwest corner of Utah, nestled among the towering walls of Zion National Park, is a place where stunning scenery is your constant companion. Here, 2,400 square miles combine for a vast playground. We are a place to immerse yourself, to lose yourself, to find yourself. We are Greater Zion.
On the road, women's basketball fell to conference opponent Abilene Christian in Texas this past weekend. Despite the 66-84 loss, the Trailblazers managed to force 28 opponent turnovers, with 21 of those turnovers coming from steals, the most in the program's Division I history. Despite their losses, athlete Emily Isaacson delivered an impressive performance, putting up 19 points and 6 steals. This moved her into 4th place on Utah Tech's all-time scoring list and tied her for 4th place for most career steals. The Blazers will return home to face rival Southern Utah University tonight at 7 p.m. in the Burns Arena. Utah Tech women's softball season is underway starting this past weekend at the Stacy Winsberg Memorial Tournament in Riverside, California. The Blazers came away with 2 wins out of 5, including a shutout against University of California, Riverside and a big win against Southern University, 17-2. Utah Tech dropped their second game against UC Riverside in the 6th inning of a tough game. California State University pushed the Blazers into an extra inning, but ultimately stole the win. The final game of the weekend ended in a loss against Cal State Fullerton. Despite a tough weekend, Sadie Gardner started her season strong with 3 straight multi-hit games. Utah Tech will play today in Honolulu, Hawaii for the Spring Fling Tournament. Utah Tech golfer Jenna Anderson touches on an impressive start to their season.
I think going into this spring season, I just had a lot of confidence. We came off of a really good fall season, and we've been working really hard. And so going into this tournament, I really didn't have any expectations for myself, and I think that benefited me a lot in being able to perform the way I did and just being confident in my ability and the way I've worked up until this moment. So I think what really clicked was just like being free out there and just playing like I know I can play. My teammates are the best hype people known to man, and so just having them behind me and knowing that they were also playing well was really encouraging. And so when I was out there, I was playing for them. And then our coach is awesome at keeping us loose out there, making sure that we were controlling what we can control. And so the team morale was really high, and so that was really helpful. And just knowing that I was playing for them really helped me perform. And so for the rest of the season, we just keep doing what we're doing and know that it will pay off in the end.
Jenna and the Trailblazers will take a weekend off before heading back to Arizona for the Western Michigan Rio Verde Collegiate Invitational on February 21st to February 23rd. I am so jealous of softball right now. They are in Hawaii. I wish I was there with it literally snowing here today.
I love baseball. I love softball. I'm so excited for these home games to start up, even though I am incredibly jealous that they're in Hawaii.
Being in Hawaii sounds super nice right now. I wish them all the best.
Yes, spring and softball and baseball all just go so well together, so I'm excited for these seasons to get underway. And that's it for this week's edition of Sun News at Noon. Stay tuned after the show to watch us anchors hand out Valentine Candygrams.
We will see you here next week, same time, same place.
Have a great week, Trailblazers.
News Daily, and today we're hitting Utah Tech campus to see if people are following our Instagram page and giving out candygrams.
No.
Okay, if you go follow us on Instagram right now, I'll give you a candy Valentine with our faces on it.
Wow, that's really compelling.
It is, we have good candy.
Thank you.
And here's your candy gram.
Happy
Valentine's.
Amazing.
Show it.
All right.
Nice.
Perfect.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Boom. Get that follow. Yeah.
Do you know who we are?
Sun News, right?
Oh.
The news of Utah Tech University. No, I actually do follow Katie Sun News.
What up? Did you know this is also Katie?
Wait, you're also Katie Sun
I'm
News?
also Katie.
Wait, are you Katie Sanders? What's yours? Katie Walker. Katie Walker. Katie Walker. Sun News. Yeah. I'm a follower.
Wow. Good job, good. All right. Here's your candy gram.
Yay! All right, here's your candy gram. Yay! Here you go. Do you know who any of us are?
No.
Okay. Do you know what Sun News is? Okay.
Sun News, Dave. This one?
Yes! Yay! All right, here's your candy gram. Yeah. Yay! You guys are Sun News, right?
Yes!
Okay, yeah, follow us on Instagram.
Probably not, honestly.
Yay! Here you go.
Thank you.
Anchor. Sun News. Tune in. Thursdays at 12.
Yeah.
We good. Yay! Yay! Yay!
Should we just go in?
Do you know who we are?
Do you know who we are?
Yeah. I've heard of you guys, and I love you all very much. I'm a your biggest fan.
Are you following Sun News Daily on Instagram?
Yeah, I am. That's where all the
Oh my gosh!
I got the notifications for it, and I was like, what is going on?
Here's a candy gram. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, that is so cute.